next act. This is going to be it, guys. We're going to take this to the next level. Give it up for Stingray!
Yeah, really delighted to be here. Come out of the tube station in Camden. There's a beggar there. I thought, I know what's going to come now. He's going to ask me for some change for a cup of tea. But it's Camden. He said, you got £3 for a cappuccino. I pulled out a £50 note. I said, you got any change? He pulled out a card reader. So I was so shocked by that, I forgot my pin. I walked on a little bit further, and there was a homeless woman there. I got talking to her, and we got on quite well. She's asked me to move out with her. Got sort of down for that sort of commitment in this weather. I'm celebrating today. It's my boy's birthday. His mum wanted to surprise him, so I've handed him an eviction notice. Thomas the Tank Engine, you can fuck off. Yeah, so I've already got his room on Airbnb. He's a smart kid, he's already rebooked it. He's moved 4 bunk beds in, subletted it to a load of itinerant workers, and he's making more money out of it than I am. He told me he's never coming home again. His mum's still doing his laundry. Who's the winner in that one? A little bit about me. My name's Stingo Murphy. It's not my real name. It was given to me by the Witness Protection Programme. I had a choice of Patel, Cohen, something in Polish that I couldn't pronounce, or Murphy. I was going to go with Cohen, but then they told me I'd have to have some sort of vasectomy or something like that. I didn't fancy that, so I got with Murphy. I grew up in a place called Harlesden, which is northwest London, which is a little bit like Kentish Town, but without all the good PR. Back in those days, everyone was either Irish or Caribbean. You had to choose from an early time of your life, whether you were going to be either a plastic paddy or a plastic dread. So basically it was a choice of either Guinness or Cadger. Friday nights would be a case of either a punch up or an attack of the munchies. Every now and then you'd see somebody walking home and they'd have a black eye and a box of chicken. That's what we used to call a really good night out. Wasn't easy back then in those days being the ethnic minority. I was the ethnic minority. It was tough. But there was some good sides and some bad sides. But the bad side was, I used to get bullied. But the good side was, I never used to get stopped and searched. The bad side was, everybody else knew that and made me carry their stash. I had the heaviest school bag in NW10. Back then, my first girlfriend, she was a drug dealer. She didn't like me telling everyone she was a drug dealer. She said that working on the checkout in Boots Wasn't the same thing. She had a job in Boots because by then Woolworths had closed down and there was nowhere to still pick and mix. That was fun. Have you ever dreamed that you was asleep? I dreamed that I was asleep, and when I woke up I was still asleep. And then I had a dream that I was awake, and then when I woke up from that I was really tired because I was awake. I am married. I'm also in trouble. My wife came downstairs the other night and she caught me watching Babe Station. She doesn't mind me knocking one out to porn, but she's not paying that phone bill. Have you ever noticed how porn from different countries is slightly different? If you see American, like you've seen American porn, yeah, it's always a big villa with a swimming pool and a leather sofa. And if you see Asian porn, it's always an actress dressed as you are, dressed as a schoolgirl. And if you watch British porn, it's always a blowjob in the back of a taxi. I was watching. I'm a skin, I was watching some porn the other night, and there was a couple in the kitchen, and they were having sex while the woman baked a cake. And I did what you always do in those circumstances. I started fast forwarding through the boring bits. And then after a while I realised that I was fast forwarding through the sex scenes because I was following the recipe. It turned out to be the nicest cakes I've ever had. Came home the other day. Sunday it was. Wife was smoking a joint. Well, that's the rosemary again. There comes a time in one's life when you realise that the next time you sleep with a 25-year-old, or you find yourself in bed with a 25-year-old, because it's cost you some money. Anyway, so I was lying on this bed, and there were these two Filipinos there. And one of them, she said, "Hey, take these." So what's that? She said, "Make it really." Okay. And I've done that, and it was sicky, it made me relax, it was really nice. And then the other one started playing around my home. "What's going on here?" She said, "This is good where you pay for colonoscopy." Anyway, this colonoscopy, that was one of my more traumatic experiences. But anyway, the drugs kicked in, and it was fentanyl, because I asked, and it was in my bright yellow. And then it was a really nice feeling. Now, I don't do drugs, I'm very against drugs, but it was nice feeling. Everything was lovely, it was beautiful, yellow. And they wheeled me out into the recovery room, and I'm sitting there. Didn't want that one wet. Next thing, there's a big crash, and the doors came bursting open. And what was the next patient coming out, but it looked to me like an Egyptian pharaoh sitting cross-legged on a magic carpet as he went past into my bed. And I'm looking at, wow, what's that? And he turned around and gave me the thumbs up. That's when I saw he had a mouth operation, he had a look up. 2 tampons hanging out of his mouth. So I'm looking at the 2 tampons hanging out the corner of his mouth. Give me the thumbs up. And he went, you're the hose. I thought, that's the thing. Yeah. And that was one experience of being in hospital with drugs. Another time, I had to go to hospital, which was, this story, I'll cut it down to bare minimum. It was basically 2 countries, 4 hospitals. And when I was in the hospital in the other country, before I came home, they gave me some painkiller. I said, what's this? I said, morphine ain't working. They said, oh, this is better than morphine. And they put it into me, and I could feel it going up my arm. I said, what's this? They said, ketamine. I said, yeah, that works. Anyway, I came home from that. I went in to see my own GP. And he's taking notes and just not looking up. He's writing away. Yeah, I've been in hospital. Yeah, I've had an operation. Yeah. He was in Iceland. Yeah. So they gave me ketamine over there. Carried on right. He didn't look up. He said, can't prescribe ketamine, I'm afraid. Go up to the car boot cell, get as much as you like up there. 2nd of May, 1982. I left my house at 9:30 in the morning. I travelled by train all the way to Shrewsbury to see a football match. I came home that evening, opened the front door, went into my house, everything was gone. Everything was missing. No furniture, nothing. All that was there was a little note on the floor. And I picked the note up and I read it. It said, we've moved. Mum. That was my very first experience of the Witness Protection Program in action. Before I go, I'd just like to say to you, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Christian, whether you're a Muslim, there is but one God, you're just worshipping a different franchise. I've been Sting on earth, you've been yours.